Hey everyone, it's Mochi, 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 Mochi. Well, I don't really know what just happened, but anyways, I thought the intro to this episode was hilarious because it restated almost the entire story of Pokémon Horizons, even though this episode was almost completely disconnected from the overarching plotline going on. The last line of Liko's intro talks about how we're headed towards Paldea, but even the location of today's episode is a complete mystery. Enough about that though, because Yosu Pokemon trainers, yes, it's Nidothing time, and this time it's a live stream. You know Liko is tuned into this one, but she's too nervous to comment, and I loved how SPEYERE is looking at her like, how pathetic. Anyways, we skip to the end of the stream, and the last comment of the day is from Yunoren, who explains that she recently caught an Oinkologne and wants to join the upcoming tag battle tournament in Perfuton Town. However, her Oinkologne is feeling kind of down and she doesn't know why. Instead of answering this question herself, Dot says she knows just the girl for the job before signing off on the stream and then immediately calling Liko. It doesn't take long for Liko to scream so loud the entire ship hears her, and it turns out that Dot was talking about her at the end of the stream, and Liko is extra flustered because Dot's still in full Nidothing mode as she asks Liko to go talk to Yunoren. I absolutely love Dot's manipulative tactics here, talking as Nidothing and referring to Liko by her username, and this weirdo cannot fathom the fact that Nidothing is asking her a favor. I mean, she's literally trembling right in front of her idol. This is hilarious. Dot explains that Perfuton Town is full of pig Pokemon, and she even steals Iono's line by saying that this kind of content will make her views rise like an Electros going upstream. Yeah, Liko is falling for this Nidothing act hook, line, and sinker, so it's time for our heroes to go off to Perfuton Town. Quaxley is on the scene while Dot remains aboard the Brave Olivine using her usual video call recording setup. Liko is still freaking out at the thought of helping Nidothing. Talk about a dedicated fan. Well, that and a really naive girl. Another Nido fan comes running in at the sight of Quaxley, and this turns out to be the Yunoren person our heroes are looking for, and she introduces herself as Yuno. She also introduces her Oinkologne, and since I was using the Some Stuffs track with honorifics, I thought her name was Twirly-chan this entire time, but I think I'm just going to use the romanized name Twirls instead because that's easier for me, and I bet most of you watch the version of the subs that refer to this Oinkologne as Twirls anyways. As advertised, Twirls is looking pretty sad, or as Nidothing puts it, she sure ain't groovin'. Yuno can't believe that Nidothing is there, well, virtually at least, and she also can't believe that Liko is the Sprigatito superfan. Wow, even Liko is getting internet famous now. Let's reshift our focus back to Twirls though, and try to figure out why she's so sad. Liko explains what has worked for her, that you have to let Pokemon know how you feel in order to understand how they feel. Yuno tries expressing her feelings to Twirls, but to no avail. Quaxley jumps in and tries giving her a pep talk, and this works, as Twirls starts leading them somewhere. Eventually, Twirls freaks out and hides behind her trainer, and it's the sight of this male Oinkologne that's freaking her out. Twirls is clearly feeling some type of way about this Oinkologne, but she denies having feelings for him, while her trainer is mortified at the thought of Twirls being interested in this Pokemon. In fact, Yuno starts throwing a fit at the very thought, and oh boy, does Yuno also have a crush? Speak of the devil, here comes this guy, whose combination of short shorts, multicolored hair, and a scarf makes him one of the most easily dislikable characters I've seen in a while. Apparently this is Yuno's childhood friend named Renta, and yeah, it's pretty obvious what the dynamic is between these two. It's not exactly subtle. Yuno at least has enough composure to ask Renta if their Oinkologne can team up in the tag battle tournament, but this punk just laughs this off, and wait, is his Oinkologne seriously named Prince? Wow, what a prick. Anyways, Prince sizes up Twirls before scoffing at her, instantly breaking the poor little Oinkologne's heart. Everyone's reactions are hilarious in this scene, and Renta decides to rub salt in the wounds by saying that Prince could have any partner he wants, and we see the male Oinkologne send out this lingering aroma which attracts a group of Pokemon over to Prince. The Pokedex explains that male Oinkologne have this scent that makes female Pokemon go weak at the knees, and I love the small detail of Roy taking this literally and being impressed at its ability to physically weaken their knees. More importantly, let's check out the reactions of each of the Paldean starters. Quaxley and Fuecoco are completely unaffected, but Sprigatito is completely head over heels, Twirls. Yep, that's confirmation. Sprigatito's gender is female, while Quaxly and Fuecoco are both males. And Liko tries to shake her partner free, clearly appalled at the thought of Sprigatito falling for Prince. Twirls can't bear the sight of this mess and starts running away in tears. They eventually catch up to her, but no one has any idea how to help. Nito thinks she's just giving Twirls a glow up, and that starts with a bath. And can I just repeat myself for a second and reiterate how much I love these silly character drawings that are supposed to give off the impression that our heroes are far away in the distance? Once the bath is done and Twirls is shining bright, Yuno is fired up because this new look is gonna knock the socks off that mean old Renta, and Roy is taking the Ash Ketchum approach by being completely obtuse while Liko is catching on to what's really happening here. Next, Sprigatito is teaching Twirls how to walk with elegance, and Quaxly teaches our pig friend how to finish with a cute pose. The range of reactions here is absolutely incredible, as I always love how Sprigatito does not hide her emotions even one bit. Yuno is getting super excited about putting Renta in his place, and this was the final hint that Liko needed to realize that Yuno probably has a crush on Renta. Nice job finally figuring that one out, Liko. Alright, let's check back in with these two manly men. Renta can't believe our heroes have returned, and he even has the gall to say that Yuno is the one who really just wants to team up with him. And well, yeah, he's actually spot on. Everyone can see right through Yuno's reaction, even Liko. Enough about that though, it's time for Twirls to sweep Prince off his feet, or hooves I guess, and she prances over with all the femininity a pig can muster, and oh boy, Prince is into it. But he still turns away, playing hard to get. I can't possibly do Twirls' reaction justice, so I'll just play it instead. So Renta is like, alright, we're done here, but Quaxly is not having any of this, and he steps up to Prince while even Dot has no clue what's going on. Then Quaxly starts to dance? Yeah, I thought this was really weird, but all the characters in the scene start freaking out at the sight of Quaxly's smooth moves, which Dot didn't even know Quaxly was capable of. Yeah, my favorite little duckling is clearly showing traits of its evolved forms, and when he hits his finishing pose, oh, a ton of Pokemon starts swooning over him. I get it now, Quaxly was trying to show Prince up. Renta's Pokemon doesn't take too kindly to this and kicks up a ton of dirt in Quaxly's face. He's not going to take that lying down though, as just as it looks like a fight is about to break out, here comes Twirls with a double edge attack, and I guess that's one way to sweep Prince off his feet. Or hooves again, I guess. Twirls then puts a stop to the fight between the two trainers, letting off her own scent, which calms everyone down. Prince is now the one to step up and ask Twirls to be his partner, but Twirls gives him a taste of his own medicine, much to Prince's dismay. Renta finally eats crow and asks Yuno to be his partner, and she accepts while keeping up the act of not being interested in Renta. If they're going to enter the tag battle tournament, they need to practice though, and Liko and Roy agree to take them on. The battle is kind of whatever. Both teams are working well together, and that's the main point. We don't even get a definitive winner, so I'm not going to spend too much time breaking this down move by move. Eventually, this battle gives way to the actual tournament, and it looks like our pig-crossed lovers won the whole thing. Fantastic. We're actually watching this from the perspective of Nidothing's video now, and she interviews Yuno, who thanks Nidothing and Sprigatito Superfan for helping her out, but she still is denying any interest in Renta. Our heroes are satisfied with the job well done, and Dot is happy to see your video getting a positive reception. Well, except for the fact that some people are hoping Nidothing can help them find love too, and Dot is not a fan of this turn of events. And that's how this episode comes to an end, which means it's time for the ending theme. Yo, watashi tachi wa rising Voltekas, kore kara donna Pokemon ni aru no ka na, boken ka tanoshimi da. Yo, ready, go. Sorry, Naramoto Pokemon Banana Mio. Mazu wa don gatsa to Pokemon. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Koraidon, Tandon, Uchilidon. Miraidon, Donkara, Streetodon. Sugi wa Liko Tishoni. Are you ready? Yaru kana? Ishoni yatte miyo. Koraidon, Tandon, Uchilidon. Miraidon, Donkara, Streetodon. Brave and hot, hot, hot. Serrano Vere Nami Nori Toki Toki Wako Kona Boken no Hajimari Kashi wa Tori Sekai de Suzuki Muchi Nakama no Akashi no Hando sign mean that the rising Voltekas Moto Manandiko Sugirija form or your Pokemon Roy ni Hotel Misete Mora o 3, 2, 1, go! Korata Rata Garu Garu Darumaka Biru Damaraka Skadata Bakat Sugi wa Kono Hito ga Yatte Karerio. Let's go! Hey everyone, it's Mark. Let's do this. Korata Rata Garu Garu Darumaka Biru Daramaka Skadata Bakat Brave and Bud Yuki Totomo ni Sorari Fly the sky Mezasu Yoa no Basho Izuzu Kitamani Nichi Kora Unde Mo Nakamano Akashi no Hando sign me that the rising Voltekas. Bingo! Well, at least we're one step closer to a bingo now that I can officially say thank you all so much for helping me reach 10,000 subscribers. I said I would perform the Rising Full Tacklers rap if I hit that milestone, and I hope that was worth the wait, although it is kind of a cringe overload for me whenever I watch that back. Let's focus on the important stuff though. I haven't even really talked publicly about reaching 10k subs since it happened, and honestly, it's surreal. Like, I don't even think I even dreamed of getting this many subscribers when I started this channel. I just didn't have any expectations that I'd get this far. I've always said that YouTube is just a hobby for me and something I do for fun, and to think that 10,000 people have had some kind of interest in what I have to say, I mean, it's mind-blowing to me, and I cannot thank you all enough for helping me get to this point. I am so thankful, and hopefully I can repay all of you by continuing to make entertaining content. I suppose I should try and analyze this episode a bit. This is an episode review after all, even though it's kind of gone off the rails. This episode went off the rails too, though. It's almost perfect for the occasion. As longtime fans will know by now, I relish the opportunity to watch an episode of the Pokemon anime that's on the silly side, and this pig-focused episode had all kinds of funny moments, so it was right up my alley. I mean, they didn't even try to explain the storyline reasons for Liko and Roy stopping by Pigton Town, or explain where it is, and why most of the main cast wasn't in this episode at all. It felt weird not seeing the rest of the Rising Full Tacklers for once. But none of that is really important to me, at least not as far as my enjoyment of the episode is concerned. I loved all the ridiculousness, and I'm happy to report that I'm giving this episode a 6.5 out of 10 rating. Honestly, I should probably rate higher based on how much I enjoyed this, but I do try to analyze these episodes with some kind of objectivity, so I don't want to go overboard and rate this episode higher than it really deserves. I'm sure some people will complain about this episode being pointless filler, and I have two responses to that. First of all, it can't be filler. We got the important confirmation of Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxly's genders. That's major news. And second, just lighten up and enjoy an episode of television for what it is. This is a kid show after all. Have some fun, why don't ya? Looking ahead to the next episode, it's going to be focused mainly on Roy and Fuecoco. I can't tell if we're going to get any significant character development out of this or not, so I guess we'll just have to watch and find out. I feel like we're close to a Fuecoco evolution at some point, but I'd be surprised if it happened out of the blue in an episode like this. Anyways, I feel like I kind of messed up my intro earlier, so let me try that again. Hey everyone, it's Mochi, 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 Mochi.